So, welcome back, YouTube. We're gonna go rendezvous with, I think it says Wilred, who is north? Yeah. This is actually really low. I'm gonna turn this up. Yeah, Gerudo Valley goes perfect with Thenolanolan. I remember the first time I came through here, I thought that this rock skin right here was a hunting target. I don't believe it is, yeah, because there's another one right there. They're just freaking massive. We are currently level 43. There's one. Man, if only I was on my my main. Can you look the other way, guy? Cause you're kind of aggressive, and I'm kind of not trying to get aggressed. Speak to you from here. Thanks for coming, friend. Just no ordinary outsider who can gain the trust of the old bear. That's why I wanted to meet you, to discuss something in private. Tell me, why are you snooping about? Did the Empire send you or someone else? Curl got your tongue? No matter. Whoever it is you work for, your meddling ends here. Get him. You're stronger than you look. This changes nothing. Threaten us, beat us bloody all you like, but nothing short of death can make us give up our fight. We're gonna obtain the power to bring down the Empire, and with it, we'll reclaim our homeland. Y'all are young. I remember my first beer. So I have this 64 ounce mega cup. Actually, I think it's more than that. I think it's way more than 64. Anyways, it's full of chocolatey, strawberry, sugary, coffee goodness. So I've got a little bit of extra pep in my step. Attacked by Wilfred and his cronies, that they would go to such lengths for the sake of this plan of theirs. Left to their own devices, the young fools are like to harm others, if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. Ugh. Chess piece is gross. We're gonna grab it. Wilred mentioned obtaining the power to bring down the Empire. Of what power could he be speaking? Gundabald, Bertiliana, God's preserve, what happened? I was out foraging when the corpse brigade came. The Corps Brigade came. They took me to their hideout and the whole while they laughed at me. They said that I suffer because I cling on to hope. Is it wrong to dream of home? Is it wrong to call ourselves Alamigans? Do not heed such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what sustain us. Be strong. I swear to you, those villains will answer for their crimes in due time. But tell me, does anyone else know of this? Wilred, he saw me outside. He was so angry. I must tend to Bertiliana. In the meantime, I need you to find out what the young ones make of this. I fear that they may do something rash. Okay, now we go to Oh, we're here in camp. Okay. Possibly more this way? No. Interesting. Ascertain the youth's intentions. We've got to speak to the youths. They're gonna be rash like poison ivy. Somebody cue Sunny's didn'ts. There's a map of Zanorak, which is... Oh, it's where the, There's a great many things in Zanrak. There's the turtles, there's the Amalja, there's probably Garleans. It's a Walu. Hi, Walu. What's up? Oh, I need to turn up the brightness on my screen. It's at 0. Oh, I can see. There we go. Much better. Just finished making boigas? Boiges? What kind of boiges? What you gonna do? What you putting in the boiges? What those animals did to Bertleon is unforgivable. And to think they look down on us. I'll suffer this humiliation no more. I'm with Wilred to the bitter end. I'm not afraid of a few lizards. Oh, so it's not. Okay. Bacon and cheese. Hunting knife. Interesting. Interesting. We've got 2 more things to ascertain the youth's intentions. It was Wilred himself, but we're going to talk to the riled youth first. If this plan succeeds, we'll have the power to lay the Empire low, to change the world for the better. Might be as Gundabald's content to eke out an existence in this musty old cave, but I'll be damned if I'm going to spend the rest of my life here. Now, where in the 7 hells did I put that bloody map? It's in my pocket, guy. Almighty Rauger, Lord of destruction, we implore you, lend us your strength and put an end to the suffering of your people. Here to interfere again? Well, you're too late. Our plan is already in motion. Once we have the crystals, our enemies will pay for their crimes, and no one will dare oppress us ever again. So does that mean IRL ostriches or chocobos? I've seen people ride ostriches. Gone. The whole lot of them. And it is as I have feared. They mean to take matters into their own hands. What exactly is it that they mean to do? Here's a knife, here's a map. What's this? A hunting knife. And a map of Zanrak. Wait, you said Wilred spoke of crystals, did you not? They couldn't possibly mean to... By the gods. The young fools are untrained and unblooded all. They have no notion of how dangerous the Amalja are. They'll be butchered before they get within 100 yalms of the crystals. They are headed east. If we hurry, we may yet find them before it's too late. Chocobos can't be ostriches? They too slow? I don't know. You see how slow this giant chocobo is? Look at this. You see how slow this is? We're getting nowhere. Getting nowhere fast. All right, we gotta go east. Oh, that's what you mean. Chocobos are too slow to be ostriches, not the other way around. Got you. You, sir, make a fair point. That is a solid argument. We're gonna attack all three because we're freaking warrior. I don't need the hunting log. We're like 20 levels over leveled, but it's a piece of candy. Willard, did no others survive? This is all wrong. Getting the crystals was supposed to be the start. We were going to reclaim our homeland. We pull yourselves together, lad. We were gonna make an offering of crystals to Ralger to summon him, just like the masked man taught us. We plotted to sneak into Zanrock and make off with the lizardsmen's cash, but they caught us and so many dead. Heathens, you shall pay for your crimes with your souls. Oh, I made Amaja sound like an old man. Okay, the Amaja Deckard canon. I regret our young one's transgressions, but a soul is too high a price for youthful folly. For all their failings, they are the hope of the Alamigan people. This hope I will guard with my life. I just realized I was standing next to Gundabald. Destroy all the Deckard Canes. I'm Deckard Camp. Stay a while. Die. Whatever happened to Deckard frickin' Kane? The old man, the paper boy. Your skill at arms is impressive, adventurer. Our wayward youths could learn much from a man like you. The battle is won, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let us return to Little Alamigo. Wait, we've come all this way. We have to get the crystals. They're right there, ripe for the picking. Have you learned nothing, Wilred? Did you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate of those who are touched by a god. Is that what you desire for yourself and your friends? No. No one said anything about... The masked man told us we could defeat the Empire if we summoned Ralger. He swore enough. We'll hear the rest of this story told back in Little Alamigo. I dare say MSQ will wish to hear it as well. And so we return. Look at that blistering heat wave. What is this, California? Actually, my phone died, but I was able to get a screenshot real quick. I checked the weather for today. I just wanted to see what the highs were going to be. It's December 10th. There's a fire weather warning. Fire weather warning in December. Well, who says in chat, so when will you be arriving? Don't make me laugh. I'm trying to be serious right now. No more lies, Wilrid. Tell us everything. I was outside with the others when he appeared. The masked stranger, he told us about summoning Ralgar, about using crystals, and then just vanished. We never saw him again. I wanted to desperately believe that we could raise ourselves from this squalor, that I never stopped to question his motives. I should have known there's no solution, nothing we can do to change our lot. Our people are doomed to live and die like beasts. Listen to me, Wilrid. Our home may be lost to us, but it takes more than stones and mortar to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Alamigo lives on within us all. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy. But whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventurer, an outsider. I won't, I promise. Thanks for saving me, and sorry I tried to kill you. My thanks as well, friend. It gives us hope to know that there are kind souls such as you out there. Little Alamigo may not have much in the way of comfort, but you will always be welcome here. No seriousness, it's boring. Like a sloop battle? Would that we had more information to offer, but what Wilfred told you is the extent of our knowledge of the masked stranger. Left unchecked, that man would bring about great pain and suffering. I pray that you'll find and put a swift end to the creature, for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words. We pray return here. We pray return. Oh, now we fast. Now we ostrich speed. No, this is actually still not ostrich speed. Pray Waton Uwu. I want to die. Welcome back, MSQ. I'm reliably informed the investigation took you to Quarry Mill in Little Alamigo. So tell me, were you able to learn aught of La Brea? Planted the knowledge of summoning in an impressionable young minds, you say. Precisely the kind of deception the Asians would employ. While many of the ills that ail the land can be attributed to the calamity, some are being brought about by a malign will. We must needs delve deeper into this, while things remain quiet on the primal front. All work and no play makes Minfilia a dull scion. Did you say something? Nothing, my lady. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking further of the investigation. No rest. No rest, only MSQ Zoom. While you were attending to business in Thanalan, some new information arrived courtesy of our friends the Sylphs. An individual fitting La Brea's description has been sighted in the North Shroud, and this sighting comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the selfsame area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. But have you continue your investigation where you left off? 12 willing, we will pick up La Brea's trail once more. Neuroxia can furnish you with the details, and pray speak with her and take it from there. As always, be careful out there, MSQ. Oh, Neuroxia is here. Neuroxia never left. Walking One is to investigate Sinister One? Then heed well this one's words. This one is friends with a Walking One in the Ash Crown Consortium. According to Friendly One, a digging one named Medrod had an encounter with a scary masked one. This masked one is most certainly Sinister One. Walking One should go and speak with Digging One Medrod. Digging One is to be found at Fallgourd Float in the North Shroud. We have not been there yet. Alright, we're going to the Aetheryte. Oh, the music. Now I will say I still won't choose the Twin Adder for my Grand Company, but the music in Gridania is beautiful. BEA. Beautiful. Oh, look at how much bigger the Draught Chocobo is. Please, leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I look death in the face. It's only a matter of time before he comes for me. Just like he came for that poor woman. Medrod is clearly traumatized. Perhaps if you were to soothe him, he might remain calm for long enough to hold a conversation. Calm down, buddy. You're right. It's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible. That's true, but that hardly means I'm gonna suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I think I can think straight again. I believe I can even recount what I saw without losing it. It was just another ordinary day. I was headed back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man garbed head to toe in black. He had a hideous fiend in tow, a winged creature that was all eyeball and jagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I crept as near as I dared. To see the corpse of a woman. One glimpse was enough to tell me that she died a gruesome death. In that instance, I knew right away that the masked man was a minion of Thal, come to claim her soul for his realm. What? You're investigating this same masked man? If that's the case, we'll help you in whatever way we can. Aye, anything to ensure that we won't have to suffer Medrod's hysteria ever again. Alright, teamwork. That's what I wanted to... Wait, I haven't been that bad, have I? At any rate, I'm all for helping this adventure. It's the least I can do to repay him for comforting me. Oh my... Fucka. Ficky. So here's what I know about the deaths. All the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. Oh yeah. Among the local fauna, only the scalekin known as Ziz could inflict such wounds. That's why some folk are pointing the finger at them. I somehow doubt that the answer's that simple, but for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of the creatures, and see if you can find any proof connecting them to the deaths. Where are these? Huh? Where are these? There you are, Aziz. Four. Could have swore she said 3. Oh, the balloons are 4. Level 44. I think I'm gonna go put this shake in the fridge. Or I drink more. Mm-hmm. Okay, before we speak to Aideen, I am going to really quickly put this in the fridge and grab some water. I'll be right back. Hey, I'm back. Sorry about that. Speak to Aideen. You've already seen to the Ziz? Good work, adventure. So were you able to find out to suggest that the creatures are out culprits? Thank you. Nothing. Truth be told, even if there were proof, I wouldn't know what it looked like. Anyway, I believe we can safely strike Z's from our list of suspects, which leads us with the masked man and his winged eyeball. There's something else I heard about the deaths. It appears all the victims have been comely maidens. I'd better watch myself, eh? Unseemly japes aside, there's a rumor been going around. There's some as whisper that after each victim died, a rancor went into the great big rock southwest of here, causing it to flash and moan. This bears investigating, I reckon. I'm gonna give you a fire sand stick to blow off a piece of that crag. The stick doesn't come with a fuse or anything, so you'll have to throw the thing. Once you've torn the rock a new one, bring back some of the fragments and I'll give them a gander. There's something you should know. I've been keeping this to myself lest I worsen Medrod's paranoia, but I too have seen the winged eyeball. I cannot say whether it was coincidence, but my sighting took place precisely the same as Mesdrod's. I was heading home after a day of digging when a shadow fell over me. Looking up, I found myself locked in a gaze with a giant eyeball. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs and ran without once looking back. This happened at the rocky area west of here, in case you had a mind to investigate. That's the first time I've seen 2 quests for the main scenario at the same time. I like that we can just sort of roam around here peacefully. I do enjoy that. Oh, there's a bunch of crystals. I'm gonna have to fight, aren't I, on one of these? We'll see. A shifty-eyed prospector. Would you look at all them golems, he says. Where's the shifty-eyed prospector? Alright, we got all the crystals. We didn't have to find anybody. Now we're going to investigate the specified location. But that's not the way. It's above us. Way above us. I can't fly. Oh, we should have went there first, because then we could have just dropped down. Or... is it over here? Maybe it's over here. Now we will fight. Now we go back to Iverot and Aideen. Alright, you first. A monstrous Banemite appeared, and you slew it? That creature had long been a scourge upon the folk of Falgard. Intentional or no, you have done us a great service. You have my gratitude. This does make me wonder, was it truly a winged eyeball I saw, or merely a trick of light combined with blind panic? Most folk are too scared to go within 100 yalms of the Rock of Rancor. That does have a name, but what's a few vengeful spirits to a dauntless adventurer like you, eh? Well, these are just your garden variety crystals. It's a bit hard to tell beneath all the dirt and grime, but they're definitely lightning aspected. I almost hate to say it, but that explains the flashing and moaning. Nothing to do with the masked stranger. Looks like I've done and wasted both your time and a perfectly good fire sand stick. Oh well. But no promising leads in the murders. I can scarce get a wink of sleep knowing that the killer is still at large. Judging by your furrowed brows, I take it this sorry business troubles you as much as it does me. I had been pondering my encounter. I was uncertain for a time, but there can be no doubt. It was a winged eyeball that I witnessed. It's implausible that I could have mistaken so distinct a creature for a Banemite. But you and I were malms apart. How could we have both seen it at precisely the same time? What's more, our adventurer friend here had a run-in with the Banemite at the very spot you claimed to see that fiendish eyeball. Isn't that right? There must be an explanation. I know I saw an eyeball with wings. I would wager an apple tart on it. Ooh, he's serious. But listen, mayhap it's not as mysterious as we're making it out to be. There's no reason why there couldn't be... Of course, there must be more than one of the buggers. It's so obvious. But then that means, since there have been repeated sightings of these fiends, then there must be even more victims as yet undiscovered. I do believe we're out of our depth. We ought to leave the rest to the expert. Yes, we're just civilians after all. Good luck, adventurer. It was a pleasure knowing you. While I burn to know the truth, some things are best left unknown. Lest you have forgotten, it was a rocky area to the west that I had my encounter. Should you discover aught of note, you will want to alert the authorities. There is a guardhouse nearby. The serpents there should be pleased for any information that pertains to the security of the region. Alright, Oriange. We go east? Or we go east, hold up. Oh, we do go east. I thought we were going to the guardhouse. Why are we going way down here? Or up here? No, it does have a down symbol. Or a down arrow. We need 4 of these. Yep, says it's down. Mangled corpse. That is definitely a floating eyeball. Do I actually have to kill 4 of the floating eyes? Interesting. Where would one find those? In Central Shrouded Sorrel Haven. This is the North Shroud. Greetings, adventurer. Is there aught amiss I assist you with? I didn't even know that this little guardhouse was here. Gods be good, not again. No matter how many bodies I see, I cannot seem to get used to the horrid sight. Woman. Identical deaths have been reported in the Central Shroud. While the masked stranger you seek does not seem to feature in any sightings of the winged eyeball. While the masked stranger you seek does not seem to feature in any, sightings of the winged eyeball are common enough. The creature appears to be moving the bodies, but to what end none can say. The victims have all been young women. All are found with their faces mutilated beyond recognition. It's been difficult to identify them so as to notify their next of this button, engraved with a lily motif. The very same object was found under another victim. A family sigil of that of an organization, perhaps? Either way, I dare to hope that this will prove pivotal in solving the murders. I would have you hold on to the Lily button. You will need it to continue your investigation. While it isn't standard procedure to entrust key evidence to individuals, you have proven yourself reliable and resourceful in this matter. I see no reason why you shouldn't carry on your work. If I might make a suggestion, you may wish to take the button to Gridania and have it examined by Mune. Mayhap someone in her vast network of contacts can shed light upon its sigil. Good day to you, MSQ. By your grim expression, I suspect you aren't here for scones and herb tea. Well, isn't this a lovely little button? The engraving is quite exquisite. Artisan level quality, I would say. Where did you say you found this? On a dead body? Lovely. Anyway, I'm afraid I do not recognize the Lily sigil. We'll have to find the answer the old-fashioned way, by asking around. You could do worse than beginning with Bernadette, over by the Aetheryte Plaza. She has a sharp pair of eyes, that one. What is this quest for? Absolutely not. Need help tracking down the owner of a button? That's certainly not a request I receive on a regular basis. Well, go on then. Show me what you have. Seems to be some manner of decorative button, reminiscent of those worn by the family's vault, though I cannot claim to know its sigil. However, I can say with certainty that the white lily is a recurring theme in Gridanian culture. Alas, I do not know who would make a personal sigil of it. If there is a soul in Gridania who does, it would be Singuled over at the Lancers Guild. The woman makes a point of knowing all the citizens on a forename basis. Sorry, I keep yawning. Bernadette believes that I can help you. Well, that is a rather bold assumption to make. I will try to assist, never you fear, but whether aught comes of it is another matter. Now then, what do you require of me? Fascinating. Work of this quality is rarely seen in the hands of an ordinary Gridanian. The owner of this button is most certainly well-to-do. You may wish to take your search to the Gentry's ward, northwest of here. Wait. A memory comes to me. Of late, there has been a man who was perpetually seated at the bench by the ward's entrance. His name is Ursendale, and I distinctly recall seeing a markedly familiar button upon the breast of his jacket. I dare say he can tell you a thing or two about it. I believe this is all to lead to Hawk Manor. I could be mistaken, but he's actually up this way. I do not believe we are acquainted. Pray leave me to my thoughts. The sigil of the D'Artancourt's family. How is it that you came to be in possession of this button? From the body of a murdered woman? Her face, was it marred in any way? I had feared as much. I can no longer feign ignorance. I shall reveal to you the truth of the deaths, but on one condition. You promise to put an end to my lady's madness and free her from her torment. I was once a manservant in the employ of one of the oldest and proudest families in Gridania, the D'Artancourts. During that time, I had the honor of waiting upon Lady Amandine, mistress of the household. Fair as summer was she, and possessed of a heart befitting her radiance. Alas, the calamity wrought a great change in her. Though my lady escaped with her life, death may well have been a kinder fate. Never will I forget the day her bandages were removed, and she beheld her disfigured face for the first time. At that moment, the kindly woman I knew ceased to be. Unable to bear the thought of being seen, my lady sequestered herself within her chambers and refused all company. This continued for many uneasy moons, until one day, without warning, she began receiving queer guests. None among us knew whence they came, these masked men, but my lady believed that they would help her to regain that which she had lost. So began the rites of rejuvenation. These rituals seemed innocent enough in the beginning, but grew ever more grotesque as time went by. Eventually, there came a day when my lady bound one of her handmaidens to her bed and proceeded to mutilate the pearl girl's face. Suffice it to say, she did not survive the ordeal. It fell to me to dispose of her body. I performed the dreadful task as bade, obedient servant that I was, but when the time came to return to the house, my legs refused to move. I knew then that I could not go back to that place, not after the nightmare I had witnessed. So it was that I left Hawk Manor for my home for nigh on half a century. Long did I weep for the girl who was slain, and longer still for the woman that Lady Amandine had been. Yet one cannot weep forever, and I endeavored to put the matter behind me. Indeed, I had resolved never to speak of my experience until you appeared before me. My lady's madness must be ended, lest more innocent lives be lost. Lay her tormented soul to rest, as you swore to me you would. She awaits you at Hawk Manor, on the western edge of the central shroud. Go now. Go and do what must be done. Everything's making sense. What is Epitherian? Okay, we're going to Benbridge. Bit of a trek, isn't it? Oh, I like that our writing speed is increased here. Rude. Was a good luck slap? I don't believe in those. For me, that is. That seems more likely. Oh, this is where the floating eyes are. Everything makes sense. Ooh, can this be a plot we can buy? Bly. It's a pot to Bly. That's duty roulette, but what level is Hawk Manor? 28? Interesting. I want to try something. I'm double the level, so I should be okay. Oh my. What an intro. This is what the music is? Holy snap. I hope I don't butcher the name, but welcome and thank you for the follow, Dane's Anger? Anger? Why'd I say Anger? I've been reading too much MSQ. I'm sorry. Anger. Welcome in. I hope you're doing okay. That's the maid. Oh, that's the maid servant. Is she all disfigured because of the lady? Lady Lemonade? The lady Lemonade? Oh, I already used my stun. Just sitting there, laughing at me. Menacingly. Dane Sanger. Oh, okay. I like it. Welcome in, welcome in. Maid servants of Lady Marmalade. That reminds me of a song. Good luck on MSQ. Time for me to head into P12S. Good luck in P12S. This is the day you clear. You clear today. See, I would like to think that, you know, per MSQ and how it's just you sort of going through the story. I know you would traditionally do this with a light party, but I would like to think you came in here alone. Just you, the sole adventurer. It's almost getting to the end of phase 1, then we got the whole phase 2 as well. Alright, well, good luck with phase 1. Alright, this is going to take way too long. So we're just going to queue regular. Actually, not unsynced as well. We're going to go regular. Get some food. Dee Dee, would you like to accompany me? Oh, you the healer. Fantastic. Judging by your greeting, Dane, I'm assuming, is it safe to assume that you play 14 as well? Oh, absolutely not a trust. Yes, let's queue regular. Let me take us off on sync. I don't think there's anything in here for me to pick up, like, lore-wise, right? There's no, like, notes, letters, or anything. I know there's keys to extra rooms, but I'm not worried about those. This music goes crazy. Promote that one. I like to attack the attic bats first because I think they have like their own version of bloodletter or whatever. So they sort of just slowly suck the life out of you, but also heal themselves. Almost 4 years for you? Oh, dude. No, same actually. So actually, I same. I started 4 years ago, and I skipped the entirety of the story all the way up to Endwalker. So in anticipation of Dawn Trail coming out and everything, I'm coming back and learning why and how we got to where we are and everything that's transpired thus far. I was very interested in raiding as soon as possible, so I skipped everything. I skipped all the cutscenes and just like went through the content as quickly as possible. I've been bullied so much, I'm coming back to play everything. Can I interrupt one of these? Again, I can stun this one. You can interrupt that one. I'm gonna grab the key, but not the oh no, I can grab both. Chest. Key. Sorry if I made you sweat a little there, Dee. I had this thrill of battle, so I was like, we'll just use it. Nice. I recently finished New Game Plus. Realm Reborn and 2 Iwu. It's a great story. Hell yeah. Does the New Game Plus, is it like limited, or do you actually like, are you sitting through, like how does that work? Is it just like cutscenes that you watch and dialogue you read, or do you actually play through everything, or play through stuff again? I've never, I know there's a bunch of New Game Plus I could do on my main character. I've just never done it. They're basically rewatching the whole story. See, I guess I could have done that, but at the same time, like, in order for me to like really be enveloped and absorb the story, I just gotta go. I just gotta do it. Like, the painstaking, grindy process of getting through a Realm Reborn, plus all the expansions. Like, for it to stick, because I've made so many alts that I should already know everything that's transpired, at least in the beginning of Realm Reborn, but it doesn't stick unless I do something like this, where I literally play through the entirety of it. See, if I was on Paladin, I would still also have my shield bash, but we're limited to 1 for the warriors, so... I also did not interrupt the ice spikes in time. Heck yeah. Get this bloody parchment, get this treasure coffer, go in here. What's your main class, Dan? Read and read. You play through all the quests again, but it's much quicker with a level. Oh, you get to be on level 90? It doesn't like start you on oh, that's actually really cool. Oh, you're samurai? Heck yeah. Okay, so the floating eye. Oh, snap. She has awoken. I hate that. Absolutely. Absolutely hate that. Lady Amadine. The manservant sent me. Actually. Welcome back. If you had ads, I'm sorry. I hope there's like an actual like cutscene with a little bit of story with Lady Armadine, because I want to know more about her and stuff. the seduction. Well, the Curse of Hawk Manor is done. But how does this tie into our masked stranger in a black robe? Let's see. We do get a cutscene? Yes! Okay. Darkness has taken root within these halls, sprung from the most unlikely of seeds. One cannot help but admire the irrepressible spirit that quickened it to life. There's two of them now. It is a pleasure to meet you at last, adventurer. You are every bit as intriguing as our master gave us to believe. It is no ordinary mortal who can acquire one crystal of light, much less 3. Crystals make you strong, and it is to that strength that the light is drawn. Heidelin chose well. A pity that your existence is irreconcilable. Holy shit. Nah, nah. We cannot well allow you to continue upon present course. And if you press the digitation in chat, I'm gonna ban you for 2 seconds. So we came here not to play, but to take the measure of your strength from Master La Habrea. That task now accomplished, we take our leave of you. Fare you well, bringer of light. You motherfucker. Banned from party. Report to who? Oh, Ursenda. Oh, yes, in Gridania. Okay. I thought that said Urianger, and I was like, we ain't even talked to Urianger like that. Sorry, Dane. We some words are just straight up speed bumps, and we drive over those 60 miles an hour. We don't stop. What is the Lancer's Guild? Only 60? I feel like, anything over that, it's just unnecessary. You are returned. What sights awaited you within the manor? What has become of Lady Armandine? You must tell me all. I killed her ass. So she went so far as to consort with devils. Would that I could have done more to prevent her fall. May she finally find peace in the beyond. I know not whether the masked men you encountered are the same pair that first led my lady astray, but it is plain that they are of the same vile brood. Should the chance ever present itself, promise me that you will visit upon them tenfold the woe they have brought upon others. But who am I to speak of punishment? By my silence, I allowed I know not how many innocent young women to die in unspeakable circumstances. It matters not wherefore. Through misplaced loyalty, cowardice, or both, I am an abettor to a gross crime. I will surrender myself to the authorities and accept whatever punishment they deem just. I only pray that the gods will have mercy on my soul. So I want to know why he's chilling. Where does this go? The district beyond is home to distinguished Gridanians. Commoners may not enter. This includes you. Okay, well, first of all, put this in chat. First of all, slap you, first of all. And second, does anybody know if you can actually go here? Interesting. Alright, we need to report to Minophilia. We'll go ahead and use the Vesper Bay ticket. Urianger is filled with speed bumps. Yeah, Deity knows far too well how I feel about Urianger. Let's just put it this way. I had a discussion with Walu in chat recently about... Spoiler alert for anybody who has not finished Endwalker or has not gotten any information for Dawn Trail. Peel away from this for about 20 seconds. You are warned as of now. When it comes to the new continent and everything and where we're going for Dawn Trail, it's been teased that we're going to have to decide between two factions of the Scions. My answer to Walu, to whom I'm going to choose, is going to be whichever team does not consist of Urianger. Let's just put it that way. Good evening, MSQ. I trust your investigation is faring well. Oh, that's it? Oh, I don't actually have to talk to you. My bad, Tataru. My bad, Tataru. Welcome back, MSQ. Full glad am I to see you safely returned. Tell me, how fared you on your sojourn into the Twelveswood? The only person on prioritize more than Urianger is Ishtola. I told Walu, even if Urianger is on Ishtola's team, I'm still not choosing Ishtola's team. Two of Lahabre's minions, and they sought to measure your strength by their own admission? The devils taunt us. It is beyond doubt, then, the Asians have begun to move in earnest. Would that we knew to what end. Yet I will not bemoan our plight. Thanks to your tireless efforts, we are at least aware of the encroaching darkness. Alas, we can only do so much. It is clear to me now that we Scions are too few to protect the realm against this threat unaided. We must needs alert the three nations to the presence of this elusive enemy, and recommend that they heighten their vigil. There is no shortage of misery in the world that the Asians might exploit. We have an arduous struggle ahead of us. Yet come what may, we must not allow ourselves to become lost to hope, for that is precisely what the enemy desires. We have gleaned all we can from the information available to us. Let us set this investigation aside for the present. Another matter has arisen that requires your attention. Let me know when you are ready to be briefed. I'm ready now. Did you give me a 28 weapon coffer? I think we can actually go do the... Oh, snap. Oh, we are 14 minutes over. I was supposed to end this section a while ago. Okay, let me just hit stop record.